Hello, James Wedmore here, and welcome to this video blog post that I've created for you. Very special, very important piece I wanted to do because it's the end of 2010, which also means it's almost time for the beginning of 2011. So this is a perfect opportunity to be doing some goal assessment and some goal setting for the new year. So this blog post that I've created was inspired by something I stumbled upon last year. I found these 4 questions that you need to ask yourself like every year or right before you set new goals for yourself. And I've included the 4 questions below this video. I want you to actually take the time, pull out a pen and paper, and shut out the distractions and seriously, honestly ask yourself these 4 questions and write down a list. The first question is this: what were your biggest accomplishments of 2010? What were the things that you were most proud of? The things that you could put on a wall or the refrigerator because you're so proud of them. And even if they're not that big, just little things like I lost 5 pounds, or I was able to make my first ebook sell on the internet. Anything that just makes you feel proud and accomplished, because I think it's very important that we celebrate all of our successes, no matter how big or how small. Now the second question is, what lessons did you learn from those accomplishments? What did you learn? If you've created some sort of success in your life and you don't know how to replicate that success again, how much of a success was that really? Just blindly throwing stuff against the wall and seeing what sticks isn't really a plan or a strategy, is it? So we need to look back at this year of 2010 and go, what worked and why did it work? Question number 3, what were your biggest failures or disappointments of 2010? Now, we all have failures, we all have disappointments, even though we have this big fear of failure. But what were they for you? Go ahead and list them out, even if they were really big, like getting laid off or fired from my job, or even little things like, I made $500 less this month than I set out to do. Little things, big things. Anything that was some sort of failure or disappointment in your life, go ahead and write that down. And then the fourth question, if you haven't figured it out yet, is what lessons did you learn from those failures? And I firmly believe, people will tell you that there's no such thing as failure. Every failure is one step closer to success. So I go, that's kind of right. And I say there is such thing as failure. A true failure is when you don't learn from that mistake. If you choose not to learn from that failure or that disappointment, then it truly is a failure, isn't it? So what did you learn? What lessons can you deem from anything that happened this year that you weren't 100% satisfied with? And I wrote these questions down myself a year ago, wrote down the answers, and was able to look at them this year and just notice how much I learned, and then how I took what I learned and applied it to this year and see how far I've come. So I invite you to do the same. Read through this blog post, answer those questions. I have a few other questions for you. Plus, you'll notice below that I've actually included a list of the 7 biggest lessons I've learned in 2010. I've had a lot of growth, a lot of experiences, a lot of cool things happen, and I want to share the lessons that I learned that will help you and hopefully give you some sort of little breakthrough or just a bit of knowledge and wisdom to help you on your online marketing or business journey. So I'm James Wedmore. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video and read through this post, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.